Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. This your boy Conscious Energy, speaking to you with the spectacular binocular, doing it all legal, so I can fly like an eagle. I'm sending all y'all tons and tons of good energy. Take that, take that, take that. On this beautiful day, we just, breathing that good air. I wanted to talk to y'all for a few minutes about a kerfuffle that I seen on the internet today. I wanted to talk about deadbeat dads and deadbeat mothers, because there are deadbeat dads who don't do nothing for their kids, and there's deadbeat mamas who don't do nothing for their kids. And I kind of wanted to put it in perspective. I'm gonna play a video in a few minutes. I'm sorry about that. I want to play a video in a few minutes of a young lady. She has three baby daddies, and three baby daddies, and now one of the baby daddies is in the kid's life. And so you say to yourself, did she pick the wrong person to have kids with? Is some of the responsibility on her? And I'm gonna play that video in a few minutes. But there was a whole kerfuffle that went down with brother Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't know if a lot of y'all seen, but Dr. Umar Johnson had a bit of a kerfuffle with his daughter. She said that he hasn't been in her life. She's 22 years old. He never been to a graduation, never been to a birthday party. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is because, respectfully, Brother Umar Johnson is a pillar of the community. Some will call him a pillar of the community, a community activist, someone who preaches and dictates how, especially men, should treat women, how men should be in their children's lives. Now, there are situations. There are situations where men get into relationships with women, whether it's a fling or whether it's a one-time thing, and they don't be responsible, using protection. He's not responsible using protection. She's not responsible using protection or birth control. So a baby is created, and there are some situations where the men don't want to be in their children's lives because they didn't want to have a baby with the girl from the get-go. And there are situations where the men want to be in the baby's life, or the men want the girl to have a baby, but she chooses not because that's her right. But we have to really be careful. And I even got to put my own self in this conversation. Hold on, fam. Let me... And I even got to put myself in this situation. Hold on one second. Give me a little drink of water real quick. All right, I had to give myself a little drink of water. But there are situations where, men are put in a position to where you may have a child with a lady that's not your wife or your girlfriend. That's why I really highly recommend that, especially in 2025, if you're gonna have children, I recommend you do it with somebody who you're in a committed relationship with, somebody that you know for a long period of time. I recommend that you have children with your wife or with your husband, because there are so many single households, particularly in America, where the children don't have the benefit of a two-parent household. Either there's a single mother raising multiple children, or there's a single father raising children, and it's just not beneficial to the child. And if you look at statistics, 90% of children who grow up in a two-parent household most likely grow up to graduate high school, go to college, and to have productive lives and productive relationships. While when you look at the statistics, Almost 75% of single households where there's not two parents, the child is I'm sorry. Okay, okay. The child is not, being properly trained, not being properly, taught what you do and don't. Because a woman can raise a daughter, but a woman can't raise a man. Once a boy get a certain age, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, his testosterone kicks in and he wants to do adult things. And I just really want to say this to everyone, because I respect any parent who's raising children. Even myself, I made mistakes because I had my first child when I was 16. I didn't really know how to be a father, and I had to, and it is something that you learn over a period of time. But if you are a female, respectfully, if you may differ in the comment section, but if you are a female and you have multiple baby daddies and none of the daddies are in the children's life, is it the father's fault or is it the mother's fault for choosing those men to have children with? And then we have situations where we have, like this one video I saw with this single mother. She had 7 kids, and I think she had 6 baby daddies. And she was on the internet saying that she wants a high value man. She looking for a man to come into her life that's gonna respect her, take care of her 7 kids, and take care of her financially. And a lot of people were saying in the comment section, well, how come don't none of your baby daddies take care of the children? How come none of the men that you laid down with, you gave your body to, taking care of the children? And I think that's a real big problem, particularly in our community, you know. But I just want to say, man, we just got to do a better job, with the kids, man. There's so much going on, especially at the schoolhouse, man. And a lot of these kids are going to school angry, bitter, because they don't have a father in their life. And a lot of these young men are growing up, what I'm saying, not knowing how to control, or not knowing how to, how to emotionally, make, wise, sound decisions. And so I just wanted to share this video with y'all just for a few minutes, and just get y'all perspective on it, what y'all think. So I'm gonna play this video. This is a lady. She says she has 3 baby daddies. I think 2 of them is locked up, and she's very upset and distraught. So I want y'all to check this video out, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and here we go.
I'm a single mom of 3, okay? And regardless, I have to hold it down for my kids because I don't have a choice. None of their dads do for my kids. And I don't ever complain, but you're about to hear me vent today because I'm just so angry. Like, I just do everything for my kids on my own all the time. And it makes me so mad that these guys just come out here and have babies and they don't for their kids. And let me tell you who's the real gangster, because it's not you. It's not you that's been in and out of prison not taking care of your kids, because I'm sure that a lot of you women can relate. The gangsters are the ones out here raising our kids on our own, trying to figure out, because instead of making excuses, going to prison so we don't have to take responsibility of our actions, what do? We do the best that we can. And you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired.